everybody. Welcome to the stream. Hope you had a good Saturday. Like it or not, it's gone and you ain't getting it back. Hopefully, if you didn't have fun on Saturday, you will enjoy your Sunday even more. Haiku is here, redeeming the first. Welcome, my friend. Hope you're doing well. Hope your back is better, and hope you've been working on your paper. That's due on Monday, I think. We are getting ready for the Night Strix League, and let's pull up the pairings here. We are in the bottom part of the bracket, down here fighting against Dirty Nick in round 1, and then we will play the winner of Golden Boy Peanuts and Taj Jordan. And up at the top, we got Squealer, who dominated us last week, and I ended up winning the whole damn thing. Up against Toaster Strudel in round 1, and then they will play the winner. Or the winner of that game will play the winner of Michamigo and Krabs MTG. So, as always, we got some heavy hitters. Anybody capable of taking this down tonight, hopefully it can be us. Everybody is already here. Let's fucking go. You love to see it. So player whatever, this is Golden Boy Peanuts. So I recognize everybody else's name. Yo, Stin is here. What's going on, Stin? Whew. Stretching out a little bit. Played some volleyball today. In the sand. It was great. Only a couple hours. We only had twos. And boy, twos in the sand, it'll take it out of an old man like myself. So we played for a couple hours, and ended up splitting a bunch of games. It was pretty even. There were two of us that were more experienced, and two of them that were less experienced. We split it up, and we kind of had fun with it. One team would get a little bit ahead, and then one of us kind of turn the burners on a little bit and catch back up, and just played to the level of competition, which is always fun. You learn a lot when you're playing with people that are better than you, which means that people that are not as good as you have the opportunity to learn a lot from you, even if you're not the best player in the world. Comparatively, they're able to gain a lot of value, and so we spent some time and had some fun, and hopefully made some friends that'll come back and play with us a lot more. Haiku's got faith in us. Well, there you go. That's all we needed this whole time. I'm pretty sure. Now that I know we got that, what can stop us, really? Realistically, remastering Magic. Wait, what was that? Hold on. Hang on. Hold the fuck up. I was reading that. We at Rema are taking Limited to the next level by combining the creativity of cubes with the balancing nature of the rarity system made possible with Draftmancer. We run multiple remastered set drafts per week and play out the matches on X-Mage. That's kind of interesting, right? I don't know if you guys ever watch any cube draft coverage. I watch LSV from time to time. Do the thing, and there's instances where there's a very, very powerful pack and 5 or 6 first pickable cards or whatever, because there is no rarity. Like in a cube, obviously one card has just as good a chance of being in a pack as any other. Adding a rarity to that because it's an online cube, that's an interesting thing. I would be interested to see how that played out. I mean, I'm not sure what value my faith has, but you have it. So it's cube without 10 rares per pack. Yeah, basically. I mean, it's cube where I don't know if it's assigned on real rarity, because that would still not make much of a difference, obviously. But they might assign rarity to a card based on power level relative to other cube cards. I really don't know. I'd be interested in finding out more about it. All right, and right away we freeze. Okay, Vadmir, the New Blood. Whenever you commit a crime, put a +1/+1 counter on this. It triggers once a turn. As long as Vadmir has 4 or more, +1/+1 counters on it as menace and lifelink. I mean, this card's very good. I think I would rather have Vadmir than Stingerback Terror. You know, I love a good 2-drop. And, you know, I don't have... If this was like a green or white rare as opposed to, you know, the other one, I'd probably... That would be, you know, a tick in its favor. But I don't have kind of that same feeling between black and red. I will draft and play either of them. I'm going to take Vadmir. I'm going to take the 2-drop. I'm going to have to craft a Vadmir. If I took the Terror, I wouldn't have to craft anything. Yeah, I'm going to take Vadmir. More like Radmir, am I right? Looking for black-based deserts, perhaps? Ooh, that's a sure shot. If I'd have taken that the Dragon Scorpion, I'd be a lot more happy with where I'm at right now because I'd get to take that sure shot. I still get a pretty good card in Rattleback Apothecary, and I am going to take that here. It keeps me on color. There is a world in which there's Gigapeat tables. I don't think that's going to happen at this particular table. But it is a pretty good pack. There's Sure Shot, Skewer. Some people like Sheriff. You know, I've cooled on Sheriff quite a bit. There's a Wolverine, a Commando, and an Interference, and a Mystical Tether. So depending on how the colors break down, as the only other black card in the pack, it's probably not coming back. But we'll see. Either way, I'll be happy to take an Apothecary and see what does table. So we got 2 cards that care about committing crime, and now we're looking for some ways to actually commit the crimes. Eartha Joe, not a bad card, but doesn't really go with what we've started. Badlands Revival is a good late game card, but Tyrant Scorn is pretty good. Am I really going to be black-blue again? It's kind of the best card at what we're trying to do. Phantom Interference will be the next best card at what we're trying to do. Rooftop Assassin would be in color, but it's not anywhere near the power level of Tyrant Scorn. I'm just going to take Tyrant Scorn. Notion Thief. If an opponent would draw a card except the first one they draw in each of their draw steps, instead that player skips that draw and you draw a card. 4 mana for a 3/1 flash, realistically. So I might just take a Vault Plunder, honestly. I don't think this really has a lot of synergy against most decks. Like 3/1 flash is not bad. It's basically a, you know, removal spell during combat some amount of the time, but I'd rather just have a card advantage card, I think. Costs less. It's just cheaper. Neither one of them crimes. I think I'd rather have either of those than like the Dirge. Blue not looking great here. There's a Void Rend. Not sure that's where we want to be. I don't think we want the World Waker Helm. Pack's drying out pretty quickly. I guess I'm going to take that Geyser Drake. I'm not terribly happy about it, but there are worse cards, I suppose. In a perfect world, I would not be playing that. Okay. Now I get to take a Loan Shark. We're not doing the best at criming. If I'm going to take a Loan Shark, should I just take a Razzle Dazzler? Because it's a 2-drop. I don't think so. I'm going to take a Loan Shark. I don't mind the Eroded Canyon. It's just a come into play tap blue land that triggers Vadmir and Apothecary right now. I don't really want to run a Daring Thunder Thief. It leaves us open to a red splash. Late Varmint. It's unfortunate. Maybe I take a Thunder Thief now. I really am less interested in a double off-color desert. I could take the Gardener. Maybe I take the Gardener and keep facilitating a possible splash. I don't really think Daring Thunder Thief is going to be how we're winning the majority of our games. Alright, I'm going to take the Gardener. I guess I'll take a Buzzard. I'm not happy with the cards we're seeing on the wheel here. But it wasn't a great pack. Pack 2 is where we really have an outside chance at that Centipede or whatever. But like I said, I don't expect that to be back. Yeah, and it's not. The Sheriff and the Wolverine still here. No, it is what it is. I'll take a Razzler Dazzler as a 2-drop. That will trigger some amount at the time. Not super happy with where we're at, but we got 2 more packs to make it better. Today was a good day, a long day, but a good day. Here you, Haiku. The Rakish Crew is back. I hope not to play this, but for right now, it's in the pile. I'm gonna put that in the. I'm just gonna dump that. I'm not gonna craft one. I guess I have one. Yeah, I've just got the one way to make tokens right now, anyways. Last pick, Quill Charger. Would have been pretty good with the red-green 4/4, but we didn't really see a ton of other. I mean, I guess we saw a Badger. We saw more green than red as far as like the big card stuff. Avarice here, not really what we want. So we have a choice between Murder and Consuming Ashes. I'm going to take the cheaper card. Exiling is sometimes going to be important. Obviously, Surveil on this card sometimes is good, but being 1 mana cheaper is just, I think, enough to maybe want the Murder over the Ashes. In a perfect world, we get the Brigand back. That would be amazing, to be honest. But I believe I'm going to take the Murder here over it. Maybe Brigand is actually less replaceable than Murder. Maybe taking Brigand is actually what we want in a deck like this. I don't know. I am going to feel pretty sad if that card doesn't come back. It's not the best pack. Unfortunate Accident, very good card for us. Another Gigapede. The first one didn't table. This one probably won't either. Do we take Accident or Repulse? It might just be Repulse, honestly. Let's take Repulse. Another Avarice. Ride Down. So we gotta remember Ride Down was seen if we end up playing against the red-white opponent. I don't like anything out of this pack. Yay. We are looking for a way to win the game, and there's this Pulverizer here, and we do have this red Canyon. Like, I don't really want Mourner's Surprise. It's a way to repeatably. It's not, you know, it's not really maintainable because it's 2 spells, but it does allow us to trigger crimes on multiple turns. I'm going to take the pulverizer. A second ride down. That sucks. Okay. We do get to take a Gigapede here. But yeah, there's a lot of power. You know, see Jolene, Eartha Joe. Like, the multicolor uncommons are not breaking our way, or they're being taken in downstream from us, or upstream from us, I guess. I just need a 2-drop. I looked at maybe this derailment if we do plan to splash red, but I'm going to take a 2-drop here. It does enable splashing as well, so that's pretty nice. Ariat the Beguiler. 4/4 lifelink for 4. Whenever an aura you control becomes attached to non-land permanent opponent controls, mana value less than or equal to, or as mana value, gain control of that permanent for as long as the aura is attached to it. So it's a 4/4 lifelinker for 4. I'm just going to take the Mortar Surprise. No, I'm going to take the Jailbreak Scheme. Never mind. I'm going to take the Jailbreak Scheme. I could take the Forlorn Flats. I'm going to take... I'm going to take the Scheme. I'm going to take the Flats. I'm going to take the Flats. Another Gigapede and another Repulse. I'm going to take the Repulse. That does give me some hope that the Repulse, or the Gigapede out of pack 1 will table this time. Take the Lonely Arroyo. And now we have 2 white producing lands. Do I take a 2-drop, or I could take a 3rd white producing land and maybe we end up splashing white for some reason? We have no reason to splash white, so unless we see something in back 3, I don't need this land. I'm just going to take the 2-drop. And the other Gigapede did table. That's nice for us. I think with 2 Gigapedes now, I'm less likely to want to play this Pulverizer. God, I'm just going to hate a Ride Down. Nobody wanted this Ride Down. Okay. And the Eartha Joe. So no, or the second Ride Down. I'll take the second Ride Down. I'd rather play against Eartha Joe than Ride Down. But it looks like nobody is red-white, which is honestly pretty nice. Means we don't have to play against those cards. Means it would have been a good place for us to be. Oh, now we can play this Ariat, honestly. Okay, we got 2 white producing lands. Now I kind of wish we had taken that 3rd white source. Alright, we're looking for white producing lands just to play a 4/4 lifelinker. We don't have any enchantments at this point. As predicted, we did not get the Ophidian back. And this pack is pretty bad for us. We could try and mill somebody out with a Desperado. We could take a Servant of the Stinger. I'm just going to take a Servant of the Stinger, I think. It's a good defensive early card. It's just a good defensive card no matter what, really. Another Stinger. Marchesa. Marchesa is really good in our deck. And we do have the 1 red land already. I'm going to take Marchesa over Raven, over a second Stinger, over a Murder. Well, this is disappointing. I guess I get to take a Mobile Homestead. It's fine. It's not really what this deck's trying to do, but we have 3 deserts to try and flip into and commit crimes with or whatever. We get an unfortunate accident. I am going to take that over a second Lone Shark. Am I going to take it over or take the fall? Hmm. I think so. I would be happy to play this Take the Fall. How many Wizard, Beast, Warlocks? That's 1, 2, 3. Yeah, a lot of our creatures are not outlaws. I'm gonna take the accident. Can't believe he's ride down sitting here. So sad. So freaking sad, man. We're running out of time to find an intimidation campaign. That would be an ideal card for us to find, but it's not likely to happen at this point. I just think I'm taking another Arreo. I don't know if we're going to be able to run the Marchesa, but we definitely can run the 4/4 Lifelinker. I think I'd rather have that than a binding negotiation. Yeah, Wrangler's actually pretty good for us. It's another reason to be white. We could take a Bluffs. A Bluffs actually helps cast Ariete and Marchesa. And it's another way to trigger crime. I'm going to take Bluffs, actually. This card would be fine in our deck, but I'm going to take Bluffs. Now we can keep the Marchesa in there. We just run like one mountain along with 2 deserts. Now we could run a Rope Master, or we could just take a Lawbringer now, to be honest. And I don't hate that. Maybe if we run a Lawbringer, we have to run a Plains. No, I'm still going to take the Rope Master. Rope Master is also just another way to win the game. Like, we are a little light on win conditions. I'll take Rope Master. I'm going to just hope that nobody can play this Tai Joaquin. Like, this card is nut. It's got some very nutty things that it can do. Like, this turns the deserts into just fireballs. It's fucking stupid. But I'm just interested in another way to kind of, especially as a flyer. I think I'm going to take this Jhin. Jhin's not a card that I'm like super excited about, but in our deck, I think that has a lot of interaction. I was just looking for another way to win the game. Yeah, like this is another kind of win condition. Or we could just take a 2-drop. I'm going to take the 2-drop. It also... It's a much better card, but we do have some removal, and this is another way to repeatably crime. If we can keep their board under control and down to 1 creature, obviously, like, we can just keep attacking and criming. What am I least likely to want to play against? Probably this Full Steam Ahead. Alright, there you go, chat. Interesting deck. So we only got to cut like 3 cards. I'm going to take it into Arena and figure it out there. We taking them to gold, baby. We'll see. We'll see. Is it 1L and you're out? It depends. If you lose the first round, you're out. If you lose in the second round, you do get to play a third, fourth playoff. So, I guess to then answer your question, then, well, it depends. If you take it in round 1, yes. If you take it in round 2 or 3, then no. Well, actually, if you take it in round 1, yes. If you take it in round 2, no. Technically, if you take it in round 3, yes, as well. So, there you go. Alright, we're taking the helm out. I'm not crafting that fucking thing. I also am just going to take these ride downs and shit out. I'm never boarding in... Am I not? Hold up. I've got 4 white sources and 2 red sources. If I add a mountain, I can just play these ride downs. Maybe. Okay. I'm going to take the wingsmith out. I never want wingsmiths. That's significantly more complicated than that was. I know. Yeah, I probably explained it very poorly, but that's the gist of it. I'm going to take these white cards out. I'm never running these. I'm never running this overzealous muscle. I might board in the pulverizer. I might should just be playing the pulverizer, honestly. No, if I had like no, I don't think I'm running the pulverizer. I might board into it. I'll put some more mountains in the sideboard. Actually, I might run a mountain in the main deck. I'd prefer like 3 sources to splash a card. I guess we also have the treasure dredger. And the gardener. I might cut the gardener though. I don't know. We'll see what we do about this mountain. Come on now. Add a couple mountains to the board. Honestly, add like a plains to the board as well. Let's figure out the rest of this mana here. $18 creatures right now. We got 2 repulses. Oh, we're definitely taking this Rakish crew out. I don't need that thing. Put that in the board. I guess I'm going to craft that. We might want to board that in for whatever reason. I can also cut this Fleeting Refraction. Put that in the board. 4, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay, so we're like short on lands at the moment, but I'll figure out the mana base in a second. Well, actually, I guess we should. That's 15 lands, right? Yeah, so we need 2 more lands. For right now, we just start here. I think I actually don't need a plains in the main. Because I do have 4 white sources in the main for just the area. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 16. This is definitely a 17 land deck. Our black and blue count is pretty even. This is with a mountain in the main, which I think is right. This gets us 5, 6, 7, 8 blue and 6, 7 black. Ooh, maybe we don't run this mountain. We're gonna have to run the gardener, that's for sure. So that's not a cut. We could just run or cut one of the splashers. Or we could cut this Geyser Drake. Like, it makes murder and repulse cheaper, and that's it. I guess unfortunate accident too. Yeah, we can just cut this Geyser Drake. Actually, I guess I'd rather cut the Buzzard than the Geyser Drake. Put the Geyser Drake back in. Yeah, I mean, this deck it definitely has its problems. The mana base is somewhat solid for the splash colors, but our main sources are a little lacking. We're at 8-7. It's as good as it's going to get. We don't have any double blue. We have a double black, so getting that up to 8. Actually, that's only at 7. Oh, I think we have to do this, actually. Yeah, we're at 7 blue and 8 black now. I think that's more important. Okay, we're going to try it. I guess I want another one of each or 2 of these in the board. Boop. Boop. Okay. Yeah, let's craft and get the battle in. 3 rares. Marchesa, Ariat, and Vadmir. Okay, damn. I already have. God damn it. Deck looks weak. Yeah. It does. I agree. But it's the deck we drafted, bitch. It's got some power level. Like, it's not exactly ideal, that's for sure. Alright, Nick, let's see what you're battling with. It has Radmir. That's all that really matters, chat. What more could you want? We will play first. Okay, we got no black. Of course. We have 8 black sources in the deck. I'm gonna keep. Maybe that's stupid. I don't know. Get aggressive with our splasher on the play. That's the plan. Okay, I wish we'd have drawn those in the other goddamn order. Do I play the other canyon? Yeah, because if I draw an untapped black source, I want to play Ariat next turn. I guess I can do that off the island, though. I'm going to hold the crime in hand, I think. We're holding up our Path of Exile here that we did open but did not take. Here comes a 4-drop. If we draw an untapped black source, we might have to fire off this accident. Actually, we can't. It's double black for the accident. That's fair. That's fair, that's fair. The 4-drop cometh. Oh, just attack with the bandit, baby. Let's go. Big swings. Big swings. Yes. Let's go. Woo. That's what you like to see. What? They were they're holding up the counter spell. This has got to be the counter spell. Luckily for me, I don't have anything to play. The joke's on them. Got him. So this has not worked out. Okay. Okay. Damn. Okay. Now we can draw our black source. Poor favor, because they only have... My mana base is tight. So tight, chat. So fucking tight. Ooh, that's a card I would love to kill. Have no way to kill. Yikes. I just do this now to see if we can hit a black source to also play the apothecary. Nope. Okay. Whew. It's a hard way to go about it, chat. Fuck me. Alright, so still can't double spell. Ariet's bigger than their board, and it does play around counterspell. It does gain life. So we just have to hope and pray that they don't have any way to interact with this, and this is enough to keep us alive. Yeah. Yep. So we go to 3, we go back up to 7, but then our Ariet dies. If we draw an untapped land, we can go Apothecary into Loan Shark. Well, we can play two things. We can play an Apothecary and a Gardener. So that is what I'm going to do. That is going to make it harder to double spell the Loan Shark on a later turn, but that's what we got. Where are all your black sources? That's a great question, Sten. The answer is probably in a... do I want to block with the Apothecary? No, I think I just block with the Homestead. I'm not attacking with that thing anyways. I'm going to trade the Homestead for the... Oops. This does give up a black source, but I think it's more important that we just trade off right now. That's a great draw. If we draw an untapped land off of this, we can also Loan Shark. That would be amazing. Yes, let's go. Seems like they're also missing a color. But they can't be. They have the Bandit. They're just blanking on actual meaningful cards. I think I'm just gonna leave up Unfortunate Accident or Jin. Oh, that's not the Flash. Never mind. I guess I'm leaving up Gigapede or Accident. Yeah, that's fine. And I'll block with the Plunder so I can attack with these two. Got to turn the corner here. Okay. Yep. Yep. Huh. I think I'm just gonna... This is lethal. I'm just gonna do it. Okay. Woo, chat. Just in time. Just in time. Okay. We had to show him the Gigapede. That's okay. I wanted to end the game that turn. They had a salvo and a throw from the saddle as far as things that interacted with our creatures. Just looking at this fleeting reflection, perhaps. Maybe I should just be running the fleeting reflection instead of the Geyser Drake, to be honest. I'm going to try that swap here. See how that goes. That still leaves us with 16 creatures. And I think that's enough to make the fleeting reflection good. I guess we don't have a ton. I don't know. I kind of just want the flyer, to be honest with you. Oops. Alright, let's do it. Okay. Mana base looking much better. We have a Marchesa that we can't cast, but that's okay. Double black secured, single blue secured. We're gonna keep. All right. That's a pretty good draw. Burrow-Fiend. They're starting out much faster this game, but we're going to play a Death Toucher. I will just trade this for the Burrow-Fiend. Okay. Cool, cool. If they crew and hit 2 creatures, we can't trade the Plunder. If they also do that, then we're not blocking with Marchesa. It is possible that I repulse plus pay off Marchesa next turn. So I think since I drew the mountain, I think I am going to play Marchesa here. Like I said, if they crew and hit creature, then we can't block the Burrow-Fiend. It's probably like a Badger. Or a Beaver, rather. No, an Outcast. Okay. So still no 4 power thing for them. So Burrow-Fiend is a big part of their plan to get to 4 power stuff. Not creature, please. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Love to see that. So they can't even attack. Oh, that was a good draw as well. Okay. So yeah, I'm probably just going to leave out Repulse or Tyrant Scorn plus Marchesa trigger. So we'll just pass the turn. Next turn, since I'm missing, if I miss a land drop, I will try and hit and keep up Tyrant Scorn next turn. So that probably means I'm gonna be incentivized to repulse this turn. I lied. I'm just gonna... No. I'm gonna see if they hit 2 creatures. This is fine. Nope, nothing. Okay, they still can't attack. They're gonna play something else? Yeah, Roxanne has been played. Okay, they go to my face. I repulse the Roxanne, draw a card. Draw 2 cards? Yeah, sure. Actually, bouncing Roxanne gives them another meteor, though. I don't know that I like that. But they only have 1 card in hand. I guess that's fine. They should have attacked with Burrowfiend, to be honest. I'll take a gardener or land. I think I kind of just want the land, honestly. Treasure Dragger, not really what we want. I think I'm just going to play Plunderer, play Dredger. Take a turn off from having interaction up. Yep, play Roxanne again, kill the Plunderer probably. Yep, okay. God, where are your creatures at, dude? Sure, 100%. Traded a creature for my 2/2, or a Snakeskin Veil for my 2/2. I can still kill that with the Tyrant Scorn and draw a card. This is not a once a turn thing, so I could still bluffs. I'm going to start with Tyrant Scorn while they're tapped out. I don't want them to have another Snakeskin Veil or something here. Yeah, I'll take a murder, please. Thank you. Peas and Tanky. I can never play the murder this turn. If I crime, I can't also splasher. I just want the splasher in play, I think. This represents a crime trigger every turn off Marchesa. I am going to 8 this turn. I think that's worth it, though. I just don't attack with the Marchesa here. I take 4 off Roxanne. That's great. It gives me something to Gigapede. Love it. If they have another Snakeskin Veil, I feel sad. Of course they do. Cool. Cool, cool, cool. Alright, Marchesa down. I have to get them in combat, so I hope they don't draw a 3rd Snakeskin Veil, because I am pretty far behind. I'm going to need this Gigapede to kill 2 things. Although that does mean they're getting another meteor, which I don't like. If I play Area, I leave. No, next turn I can leave up Area, or I can play Area and leave up Murder. All right, that's what we're gonna have to do. It's this turn we're Gigapeding. They're putting us. I'm killing. They're putting us to 2, but the Courser and the Roxanne are gonna die. And if they draw something too good, we're probably dead. They know about the Gigapede. It's going to be on their mind. Yep. Gotta let this resolve first so that they don't kill the Gigapede. Alright, GG. I did not think we were losing that game. Double Snakeskin Veil there really fucked us. Not gonna lie. And I'll let Roxanne make 4 things. Maybe that was planned out poorly, but like the Tyrant Scorn wouldn't kill it, and I had to get rid of it with the Repulse for a turn. I felt maybe there was a different line there that would have led to one less Meteorite coming into play. That's all right. We're on the play for game 3. Do we want to switch up anything? I might just want to trade a Buzzard for a Jhin, give us another early play. Actually, maybe it's the Rope Master. They've got a lot of things I don't want to bounce, and I can just play this for cheap. Yeah, I'm gonna cut the Rope Master and bring in the Buzzard just to bring the curve down just a little bit. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, 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 boom. No white source, but that is okay. We have Dredger into Plunder, or actually we have Homestead into Plunder. That's a pretty good draw. I'm going to keep this. Okay. The Dredger would make it so we can play Area next turn, but I think that I just want to try and get value off this Homestead. It's funny, since the Plunderer had a comes into play ability, I don't get priority right away, and it's possible if they killed the Plunderer, I couldn't have crewed there. And that is Ariat next turn. That was beautiful. That was one of 4 lands in the deck. So we had 4 hits, but I mean, we had to hit one, and that worked. So Ariat if we want it. Summoner. I think we just have to kill that thing, honestly. I don't want them going for 4 power thing attack. Yeah, we just murder that fucking thing. I'll see if they trade, actually. It's possible that they feel like they just have to trade it off. If we get another land, it's dope. Okay, so I can't like surveil it or whatever. I don't know if they play a 4 power thing. They're not going to be able to, like, they swing. If they play a 4 power thing for 3 mana and leave up Snakeskin Veil would be the issue. Huh. I'm just going to play the Ariat, I think. I think if they play a 4 mana thing, they're very unlikely to be able to also attack into the Ariat. Or if they do, they're trading a 3/3 for a 3/1, which does not seem ideal. 3 mana 4/2 creatures. So the 4/2 red creature that flips a card when it attacks, and the 4/2 green creature that gives all your creatures trample, those would be the problem children. Sure. Oh, it triggers on itself. Oh, that's fucked. Okay. I'm going to take 5 unnecessarily here. If I just kept up murder, this would not be an issue. So that's on me, chat. I didn't think about that. They showed it to us in both other games. They're all in on the Summoner, though. They get a 3/1 now. That's fine. I get to kill the Summoner and attack with the Ariat through the 3/1. Is what is. Draw a land. I can also play Dredger. Oh, we knew we were drawing Drake. Never mind. Yeah, we just kill that now. They didn't have another land, so they can't keep up Snakeskin Veil. That's really good for us. If I kill the 3/1, I attack for 7 and gain the life back, but I just think that's unnecessarily dangerous. Would I trade the Homestead for the 3/1? I think so. It's pretty good. Yep. That also means throw from the saddle is no longer a real issue here. Any creature that can play and still have throw is not going to be big enough to tussle with the area, probably. Or not very many of them. Okay, Beaver. And if they block, I just get to blow them out with Ambush Gigapede. So the land here was a great draw as well. Can't complain about how this game has gone. Alright, 2 lethal threats in play, and they only have 4 lands. I think this is looking pretty good. Yep. I mean, I'm pretty sure this is his game, but... Okay. Alrighty then. We survived round 1, chat. Marchesa doing work, Ariat doing work, the splashes off the deserts doing work. You love to see it. I'm going to go enter our results. I'm not logged in. Gotta log in so I can enter results. Let me tell Dirty Nick GG's in the Discord. Okay, so we wait to see who is the winner between Golden Boy Peanuts and Taj Jordan. So we got a little bit of downtime. Otto's trash pile got there. You're goddamn right. And that's the bottom line. Let's start theory crafting the black blue intimidation campaign deck while we're here and waiting for the winner. I've mentioned this for the past couple days, but I really need a new boom arm for this thing. It's just so in the way when I go to type. What's the 3-mana Cleave Wrath? Path of Peril. I think we need some Path of Perils. And like if we... Thank you, Stin. If we build the mana base right, we might even be able to sneak in a white source or two to be able to cleave this thing. I think this is necessary with as aggressive as the format is. We're really, really slow. We need ways to not die to like Convoke and Boros some of the time. And then we gotta find some things that target. We do need things to make the campaign work. So I know I'm probably going to run some number of go for the throat, some number of cut down, but we're going to start just by looking through stuff. I don't know why I skimmed through all the blue one drops. That was not my intention. I was just not paying attention. So I don't know much more about what I want the deck to do. Obviously, not every card in the deck has to trigger Intimidation Campaign. Oh, I know I want Liliana, but I'll get there when I get there. Liliana can't target every turn, but it does enable me to not need cards every turn, because once every third turn I can target them, make them sack a creature. I kind of like the idea of Rona's Vortex. We're just kind of, it cheaply cycles to get bounced Intimidation Campaign, but later in the game it can act as hard removal. That actually seems really good. I'm pretty sure the way Jace is worded too with plot, I'm pretty sure I can plot this for 1 but still kick it when I play it. I think. If anybody knows for sure, let me know. Because I think it works with Spree. We looked it up and it works with Spree, right? Which means it should also work with Plot. Which also means 3 steps ahead might be good. Maybe like the 3 of. I don't know if we want 4 of those. Flood beats Screw. Yeah, fair enough. Oh, what's her name? Roxanne? What's the vehicle that we played? It's a homestead. Why won't it let me make a new message? What the fuck? All right. Do we ever run like Make the Spirits? Probably not. The game's going to go very long. I don't think I want conditional counter spells. If I want to counter a spell, I want it to be countered, even if it costs me 3 mana. Like, there's just good 3 mana counter spells. So I don't think I want conditional counter spells on 2. I think anything that's going to be played on turns like 2 or whatever are going to be creatures for the most part, and that's what we have the removal spells for. We want the counter spells to be better late game against like non-creature spells. It's kind of my idea. It's the thought process. Obviously, I'm going to miss some things here, and you know, we're not making the deck tonight to play it. Yeah, it's possible we want 4. I mean, yo, what's up, Rooker? Rooker coming around when we're brewing. We haven't brewed yet in this format, and all of a sudden we're brewing, and then Rooker's here. It's amazing. It's like we summoned him. We were like, hey, we're going to build a deck. Rooker's like, ooh, I'm here, I'm here. That's hilarious. I'm playing in the Night Streaks League, which is a draft tournament, but we're in between rounds right now, so I've ever since the set came out, I've wanted to build around Intimidation campaign, but I had it in the draft deck last night with Jace, and it was really, really sweet, because obviously it's very mana intensive, but crime spells are cheap. So we just crime, bounce the campaign, plot it, and then we play it again next turn, crime, bounce it back to our hand, replot it. It worked really, really well in the draft, and I was like, damn, that's what I want to do with this thing in standard. So that's what we're kind of dicking around with in between rounds right now, just trying to get it ready for when I go back over to Constructed. And there is no stream delay. I just wasn't looking up because I was in the tank. What you been up to, my friend? How you been? What you been brewing on? Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and say you're probably right, and we want 4 3 steps ahead. I'm paying very much closer attention to everything 3 or under, so once we get above 3, I'm just going to skip to the black card, skip to the artifact, and then we'll go from there, because, you know, the more things we have the option of plotting with Jace, probably the better. Plus, we don't want a ton of expensive stuff anyways. Sent you a link to my latest brew. Up the Beanstalk with Hollow Marauder and Writhing Necromass. Hell yeah, that sounds amazing. I love that. What's the Historic Artisan metagame looking like right now? What's good? What's the metagame? Want a lot of sorcery speed removal since plot makes us do stuff at sorcery speed anyways. That's true, but most good removal just happens to be instant speed, and if we can beat instant speed at no drawback the first 3 turns of the game, or like, you know, with the spells that we're not plotting, like I'm gonna run cut downs and go for the throats, you know, but and Rona's Vortex I think is pretty sweet in this deck, just because it's cheap crime early, but later in the game it deals with a creature permanently. Still in the deck somewhere, but you know, not on board. But I agree, if there is some better sorcery speed removal, then we are open to that. The question is, do we ever duress? I'm gonna put it in there as a maybe. Just put it in as a one of, so we don't forget about it. And we probably don't want the full 4 cut down. My normal go-to to start with a removal suite is like 3 cut down, 2 go for the throat, and then some number of other things, you know, like Sheldred's Edicts and Gix's Commands and things like that. I don't know that we'll run a Gix's Command, but we have the 3 Path of Perils kind of in that role, since we are going to be a little bit mopey, I think. The meta has gotten very aggressive in Historic Artisan recently. A lot of insult artifact aggro and Nazgul punishing the 3-color mid-range piles. Kind of disappointing, honestly. That's fair. But where there's a Nazgul, there's a way, right? Yeah, Liliana the Veil sorcery speed removal, exactly. And it's, you know, a repeatable crime effect, which I think is very good as well. You know, not repeatable every turn, but it takes some of the pressure off of us being able to have to crime every turn. Deep Cavern Bat is interesting. I just think that I don't know. It depends on what the rest of the deck looks like. Braided Neck. Crimes for a few turns. Actually see some standard meta play. Yeah, I've seen it in the artifact decks. That's not a horrible idea. I don't hate that, to be honest. I will search for it specifically in just a second, since we're already kind of past that. I mean, just additional mana in this deck. Crimes for 2 turns, as long as they have creatures in play. I get it. If I could actually give them the 2 life, it might actually be better. I don't know that I want it, because if they don't have any cards in play, I can't crime with it. I'm looking into Drown and Ichor and starting to think about Dimir Crime Super Friends. Please, someone shut me down. Absolutely not. I want to see where that goes. Trespasser is repeatable crime, and the ward means even if they kill it, it's not a big deal. Like it does kind of free up their removal spells, but like it's a 2-for-1 anyways. I actually don't hate that. We'll put it in there as a reminder to ourselves that it might be a direction for us to take the deck. I know that I want 1 Karavek. I'm kind of picturing, right, Karavek being kind of like our oh god, what's the name? The 5-mana blue spell that flashes back cards in the graveyard. Cards in the graveyard gain flash. Can't think of his name right now because it's kind of fallen off the radar. But yeah, this is kind of like a 3-mana version of this for our deck. Yeah, Lear. Yeah, exactly. That's the guy. So this is kind of like 3-mana Lear in our deck if we have enough cheap black spells that crime, right? Now, granted, we pay 2 life a pop. But, you know, whatever. I think as a 1-of, I think that can be really, really powerful for us. Just the fact that it's not capped to once a turn really means you can do silly things with this. And it gives us more virtual copies of Path of Peril, right? If we, like, Karavek get done, tap with it, and we've already pathed, and they have a second wave, you know? So, Lily is in the deck in some number for sure. Maybe like a 2. I think I'd rather have, in this deck specifically, I think I'd rather have Trespasser than Lord Skitter. All right, and we're through the 3s. Now, I'm not, like I said, I'm not saying there won't be anything 4 or greater in the deck, but for right now, I'm just going to kind of skip over the artifacts and see if there's anything in the 3 and under that we might want to make sure to include for Jace. And then we'll kind of think about the things that we might have missed. Oh yeah, I also forgot we have, obviously, the multicolored cards. Blue-black cards would be important. Like I said, it might eventually end up Gnawing Vermin is 2 crimes for 1 mana. I mean, you're not wrong. Oh, here we go. I don't know why it didn't have us. Like, I've won, but it's not. Here, hang on. Let me show you. So I'm gonna go on to the next match in just a second. So I've got the result in 2-1 me. but it didn't put me into here. So I don't know why that happened. That's never happened before. I guess maybe Nick hasn't approved it, maybe? Either way, I guess we're playing against Taj Jordan. Yeah, Mishimikos and Krabs did the same thing. That's weird. All right, I'm going to go ahead and message Ta, and we will do the thing. We'll come back to this later. We'll just hit done and okay. Actually, let me get through. Well, that's fine. We'll remember where we are. We were target, and we were looking at the multicolored. Be an experienced player who uses Maturino on the regular. I have no idea what's going on, like the usual. That's fair. I'm going to message him before I just send him a challenge. Just recently got out of school, so you can probably expect me here more often. Hell yeah. I love tourney streams, so I'm hyped to catch this one. What's our draft deck look like? Let's pop that up real quick then. So we are base blue-black with a small splash for Ariete and Marchesa. So we are splashing Ariete off of a Bluffs, a Flats, and 2 Arroyos. And we are splashing the Marchesa off of the same Bluffs, a Canyon, and the Mountain. We also have a couple crime payoffs in Rattleback Apothecary and Vadmir. So the deserts get a lot of value off of those. And then other than that, we're just a blue-black control deck. Yeah, Marchesa won us a game in round 1 for sure. Ariete also, 4/4 lifelink. We don't have any enchantments. She's just in there as just a big body that wins races pretty much by herself. 4/4 lifelink is no joke when it's backed up by a bunch of removal, soft removal and or hard removal. So that's the thing. That's the deck. You know, we're having to run this Gardener as a concession to our meta base. The Homestead has helped out with that quite a bit, as well as the Treasure Dragger as well. So we do have some kind of clunkier draws. The Razzle Dazzler is not great in here. The Splasher, it's good if we're committing crimes with it, but it's not the best card in the world. And, you know, our upper end is a couple of clunkers in like Jin and Peerless Ropemaster, but we got a couple Gigapedes. I've been a lot higher on Gigapede than I used to be. I used to think this card was pretty clunky at 6, but Flash and the ability to 2-for-1 in combat unexpectedly has made this card pretty good. So it's not the best deck in the world. Like I said, we did what we could, but it's a fun one. Round 1 went good. Yeah, nice aggression. Anyways, here's a 4/4 lifelink. Exactly. Yeah, Gigapede I think is underplayed. Wonderful. I'm ready now. Just ran to grab some water. Hell yeah. Plot slowing things down, I agree. All right, so we reached the portion of the tournament where we have 2 games left no matter what. If we lose this round, we have a third, fourth play-in, or a third, fourth, like, game, a third, fourth game. Fuck, I can't think of the word. My words are not working lately. My brain is not working. I need to do some more crossword puzzles or some shit. Consolation game. That's the word I was trying to get out of my fucking mouth. This hand is pretty fucking slow. But we do a lot of catching up. Like on turn 5, we bounce the thing that's hitting us the most. We get a 4/4 and a 3/3 and we draw a card. I'm ever an optimist. I'm gonna keep this, but we could totally get run over if Ta is aggressive. You found a really good strategy for the mental game recently. Supposed to be able to see the Aurora Borealis in the next couple hours here. I'm waiting for hell yeah. So we tried to see it last night, and we could kind of tell that the sky was a little bit red, but then the wife took a picture, and in the picture it looked amazing. I was like, on the one hand it was really cool, and on the other hand I was like, is this what happens when I see all those really awesome pictures of the Aurora Borealis and they really don't look that cool? It's just the photography is making it look that good. So in a way, I'm kind of like disappointed because like literally the photo looked amazing and the sky didn't really, hold a candle really. Okay. So Forest Island Hound. That's not the aggression we're scared of. You know the emote that goes 3, 2, 1 draw? Pause in the opponent's upkeep every turn and use that emote before passing priority. Vadmir on turn 4. Not really a thing we're gonna do. We're missing out on a Vadmir trigger. I think we just have to plot the Lone Shark though. You're not really seeing it that clearly? Interesting. Yeah, you definitely... Oh, yeah, you're saying... Yeah, definitely try taking a picture. Bandits Hall. Alright, so they're leaving up the counter spell. I'm probably getting countered here. Do I play into that or no? I could not play the Rope Master, just play Vadmir Lone Shark. That plays around the counter spell. I can't leave up Unfortunate Accident, unfortunately. I mean, I guess I can leave up making the 1/1, but... Yeah, I'm going to play Vadmir into Lone Shark, I think. Okay, we can stop drawing lands at any time. Alright, pass turn. The one thing about this is now the Rope Master never gets paid out, right? Because they're not attacking through us for a while. They kill the Vadmir, it looks like. They found their third color. They found a swamp. No, they just Desperado us. Alright, that's fine. Trying to mill us out. I will probably kill that Desperado, but we'll see. If we if we don't Razzle Dazzle, we can still pay for the 2. As long as we don't also make the 1/1. Because I really think they have the counter spell in hand. Am I really... It is a 2-for-1, but they have a free lock just on the Desperado. I think I am going to do this. If I've misread this and it's not the... Okay, so they just go for the bounce. No, they do go for the double. I am going to kill that Desperado. Okay. So they didn't have... They had a counterspell. It wasn't the one that I thought it was. That's fair. That's fair. I'll play a post-combat Razzle Dazzler, I think. I would really like to see them attack with this Desperado. I have no answer to this this fucking haul here, so slowly that will grind this game out. Yeah, and I still can't play the Gigapede because the first turn they did leave up 2 mana, which still makes me think they have the conditional counterspell. So I can't attack in with the Vladimir and like Gigapede in combat to kill the Desperado. I'd just be walking into the counterspell. I could just attack and see what they do. They probably can't afford to take it. Or they probably can't afford to block, I mean. Yeah, I'm going to just attack. It's free to attack. And if the Vladimir's tapped, maybe they attack with the Desperado. I'm just going to play Marchesa post-combat if they don't block. I guess I'm playing Marchesa post-combat anyways, I think. Cloudy over here, no Northern Lights for me. Bummer. Okay. Oh, I can't play Marchesa. I don't have a red mana. I'll just leave up Gigapede, I think. I'm pretty, telegraphed on this Gigapede. Yeah, okay. And they're still leaving up the 2 mana. I hate that. It's fine. We lose a counter. That's not the biggest deal. Yep, we could die here to this Desperado. I don't think they're getting through for damage, but they might. Like, if we don't draw land to play this Gigapede, we're in a bit of trouble. Plunder. Okay. Yeah, I can play Plunder and Vladimir here and still be impervious to their counterspell. They are eventually just going to fire it off as a 2-2. It's not like they're losing the card, but I think getting this Gigapede into play is too important. I'm going to play the Vault Plunder first, because if I draw a red source, I probably just want to get Marchesa into play. Boom, boom. Boom, boom. Boom, 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 boom. They're pretty much doing the defensive thing that we are. I don't know why they're playing green yet, do I? I do not. Okay. Yeah, big attacks here. Taking 7, going to 9. No. Not doing it. Okay. Okay, so that does mean we can Gigapede through the counterspell now. Yeah, I think I'm just passing. Draw a card. That thing's gonna start taking over the game, chat. I don't like it. They have their card engine online, and we don't, because you know we're wasting a lot of our triggers for crime before our Marchesa is able to come into play. That's something we can kill with the Gigapede. I love that. I'd love to see an attack here as well. No, I am gonna go ahead and flash this in. I just can't afford to waste all our mana again, to be honest. This would have been a great turn for them to attack with like Loan Shark and Rope Master. Because then we could have killed one in combat with the Gigapede and then bounced the other with the Rope Master. Actually, though, bouncing either of them probably wouldn't be great. So maybe we wouldn't even made that play. They got like a Snakeskin Veil? Is that why they're green? I guess. Good with that. I don't know how we're winning this game. It's going to be the Razzle Dazzler, maybe. Like, the Desperado is becoming a valid threat. We only have 17 cards left in the deck. And all of them are action, because we've drawn every single fucking land in our deck, apparently. I think we have to take to the skies. So I think I have to like find an attack here with the Razzle Dazzler for 3. And I think I'm playing a Rope Master. Since I can't play Marchesa, I think it's going to be Geyser Drake Rope Master for no value. Just gum up the board and try and get there in the air. So I put him to 11. It's a 6-turn clock. That sounds terrible. But maybe we end up double spelling off a Razzle Dazzler again at a later time. Maybe attack with Vault Plunder? I don't think we attack with Vault Plunder. That, like, every card in their deck blocks it. I don't know how that works. I could attack with Vadmir, but I can't do either of these things at instant speed, so they just trade it like 1 for 1. Hope they panic. They won't panic. Taj is cool and collected. Cool, calm, and collected. Actually, I can't double spell here because they just have... I can't double spell this turn at all. I have to pass. Because I'm not willing to play into the counterspell that I've spent the whole game playing around. Especially when they have 5 mana so they can actually make the 2/2 as well. I just can't. I can't do that. Sure. I will have to double spell once I find a red source. Or a murder. Okay. That is fine. I still can't double spell and play around the counter spell though. So I think I hold. I think I just attack with Geyser Drake and hold. It's funny. This only costs 2 on their turn. But I can't cast a Rope Master at instant speed, so it doesn't really matter. And I still can't cast a Marchesa. I think I just attack for 2 and pass. I can murder if I need to. The minute we draw another land, I can double spell. The 2/2 can chump. Oh my god, another Bandit's Hall. Wow, that's crazy. Okay. Maybe we deck them somehow, even though they have this Desperado in play. I don't know. Probably not. Ariet. Okay, we can Ariet plus murder. And play around the counter spell. I don't hate that. I Ariet attack with Vadmir. If they go for a double block, I get to murder one of them and then trade the Vadmir. Well, no, because they only have 1 4/4. But if they block with a ton of shit, but then that's less shit they have for the Ariet. Yeah, I think I'm going to do that. I think I'm going to Ariet, attack, see what happens. If they have multiple counter spells here, it's pretty bad for us. If they have a removal spell, it's not terrible, I guess. We just have to start doing something. If they have another hard counter, if they have another 3 steps ahead, it's really bad. Phantom interference for the full value. Okay. So they finally said, fuck it. We're not playing around your shit anymore. We're just going to bury you in card advantage. That's fair. If I murder now, I can attack with a Razzle Dazzler, but I don't think that's a thing. Maybe it is a thing. Maybe it's just safer to do that. Kill the 4/4. Get him for 5. Put him to 7. Still have the 4/4 Vadmir in play. Maybe I was supposed to kill the Desperado, honestly. It's possible. We'll see. If we draw a red source, we can still double spell off the Rope Master now. Okay. If we draw basically any spell in our deck, we can double spell. Yeah, they ain't killing us with damage. I think I should have killed the Desperado. Okay. That's pretty good. That's going to bounce the Dazzler. Yeah, that's pretty good. Yeah. Out of all the cards that they milled, we've only milled 3 lands, and we've drawn all the fucking lands. That's so bad. Okay. Yeah, they have a flying blocker. They're going to draw 2 cards next turn, 3 cards next turn. I don't think we're going to be able to get there. I think killing the Desperado, we had a chance. Because then obviously, like, I couldn't have known about the Mourner Surprise, but not having the... Not having the Razzle Dazzler really hurts. I'm going to end the turn here. I don't need a random 4/4 on the ground, and I need to be able to double spell on this Razzle Dazzler next turn. I need to kill them in 2 turns no matter what. Like, I don't think we can win anyways, but if we are able to win, it's going to be because I didn't kill them in 2 turns. So having the Razzle Dazzler not able to block, having it not able to be blocked, I think is clutch. Okay, we get the double spell here, so, and gain some life. Yay, gaining life. Woo! Actually, though, what I want to do, here, check it out. This is a better play. Post-combat, I bounce my own Drake. That leaves the Gardener in hand, so I can double spell again next turn. Oh, yeah, but Marchesa, the Gardener gives me Marchesa mana anyways, so maybe that is better. We keep the Drake in play. All right. It's still an extra spell, though, huh? Attack. Oh, but now, yeah, I gotta play the spells pre-combat. Never mind. Yeah, we're never doing that. We have to draw a spell next turn. We have to hope that out of the 5 cards total that they have, not 2 of them don't crime. So they're going to see 2 draws off their hauls, plus the card they draw for the turn, plus the 2 cards in their hand. We have to hope that 2 of them don't crime, which okay, yeah, that's enough to win the game all by itself. GG. Show me crime. Yep, GG. Okay, I thought I could close the game out. I really did, but I made a error in judgment, and I got punished. I wish I had some way to deal with those damn hauls. Like, I have access to red or white mana, but we just don't have anything. We had a shot at an erratic explosion, but I didn't know for sure we were red at that point. Yeah. Alright, we're keeping it as it is. Yeah, it's possible, Rooker. That is definitely a possibility. If we go to game 3, that's probably worth considering. I was pretty happy with how we played around the counterspell. We kind of identified that on turn 3. And we played around it pretty well, and they ended up, you know, just firing it off to make a 2-2. But then again, maybe if I'd have played through it, maybe I wouldn't have, you know, wasted mana for quite as many turns, and we could have gotten more aggressive. So, I don't know. We identified the card, we made a stance, and we played around it. Yeah, I mean, Splasher and the Plunder, we'll keep it. Double Splasher is actually pretty nice with a murder as well. Like, you can just get into situations where, like, they just can't block, you know? Am I playing around the counterspell again? I think the answer is no. If they have it, it's a 1-for-1, but I need to play on curve. Okay. If we draw a land, specifically an island, we go Razzle Dazzler into Splasher. Okay, now we go... like, honestly, they haven't even played a creature yet. I don't need the second Splasher yet. I just go Razzle Dazzler into Dredger. Next turn, we can go Splasher plus Tyrant Scorn, or Splasher plus Murder if we draw a land. Just try and get there in the aggressiveness. Gotta get up in 40 minutes. Probably won't see the end of the tournament. Bummer, my friend. That's okay. I will let you know how it goes. Yeah, we have Tyrant Scorn to bounce the next play. That went quickly. If I don't win the whole thing, you'll be mad. On the draw, I think I still might want this buzzard, to be honest. I don't know what I'd cut for it, though, to be fair. Like, the Apothecary is able to win a lot of races with Menace and Lifelink as well as Death Touch. Like, Menace Death Touch is sick. Just the ability to have it gain life is also sweet. Yeah, very different looking game, 100%. On the draw, I could actually see cutting a Splasher for it, to be honest. Alright, we'll do that. On the draw, we'll kind of gum up the ground and try and get there in the air with the Buzzard. Got all our colors. Can't cast Murder yet. But can play Vault Plunder on 3, and any land unlocks the rest of our hand. Well, any land unlocks Ariet and Jin, and a second Swamp unlocks Murder. Yeah, board stalls are definitely super interesting. Okay, that unlocks our hand, 100%. If we draw a 2-drop, it's interesting. I don't know. I don't think we play a 2-drop even if we... Ooh, that's a good one because it goes... I gotta play a 2-drop here. We're probably looking at not on curve 4, but like we could get it off the homestead anyways. I think that's worth playing. Sure. So we don't get a hit with the homestead, but that's okay. Hopefully we draw a land off this. Okay, sweet. So we still do have on curve 4s. That's nice. And it was an island, so we still have on curve Ariet if we want it. Oh yeah. Yep. Alright, the question is, do we ever play around the counter spell here? They have a hard counter. I think I'm just going to plot the Jin, honestly. Plot the Jin, play the tap land, and just not attack with anything. Because I'm not interested in this thing eating our homestead. I could just hold up Murder, honestly. Yeah, let's just attack and see what they do. If they have cheap spell plus the counter spell, we're in trouble. Actually, I can play around that by just playing an island pre-combat. It means we're not playing... well, it means we're not plotting plus Canyon or Ariet plus Canyon, but that's okay. So now I think we just plot Jin. I'm not interested in playing around the counter. Actually, maybe we just plot Loan Shark, honestly. Yeah, I don't hate that. Let's just keep the card advantage going. And plus, I really don't want to murder anything if it's not the fucking mill dude, if we can help it. I would have done it there. Intimidation campaign's so good. Fuck. Alright. You hit a land? You did. It's a tap land, though. Okay. Okay. So you're probably not criming us this turn. And you're definitely not countering a spell this turn. So we get Ariet on the board. Ariet plus Loan Shark. Pretty good. Yeah, Shark is pretty fun for sure. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. I Razzle Dazzle plus Loan Shark. Leave up Murder still. Repulse not bad. Actually, I want to cast a spell on the turn they don't have counterspell up. Yep. I don't think we slam all. Yeah, next turn we definitely slam all. Yeah, exactly. Oh, you mean slam spells. Yeah. I got there eventually. Yeah, that does suck. That's painful, my friend. That's painful. Alright, we repulsed our 1/4, so we can attack with the 3/1. We also play the Jin. 1, 3, 4, 5, 1, 3. Yeah. Actually, no. Do we have enough to repulse plot and play Splasher? 1, 2, 3, 7, 8, 9. No, we don't have enough for that. Okay. Let's repulse first and see what we hit. Yeah, now we just play that. No. I think we play Jin. The Rio game happens on the stack. So, let's see. They're just dead here, right? We murder one, they block one, they take 9, and then we finish them with the land? I should have played Vladimir first, but whatever. Nice. Hell yeah. Woo! Into the finals, baby! Let's go. And Misha Migo beat Squealer, so we're playing Misha in the finals. Okay. Let's go. Grizzly Auto with the win. What's going on, Colossus? Is Misha not on as Misha? Or have I just not... Do I not have them as a friend? Let me go check and see what their user is. I guess I don't. Interesting. I swear we played before. 4-color aggro deck, baby. Yo, Papa Taco, didn't see you there for a moment. GG's, thank you, my friend. Appreciate you. Thanks for stopping in. Thanks for running the Night Strix League as always. All right, looks like Misha accepted. Let's go. Just getting home for a night out. Saw some live music. Was a blast. Hell yeah. That's amazing. Alright, we will play first. Love it. Oh, God. Alright, well, we're going to be aggressive. Be aggressive. Be aggressive. We got our colors, or at least 3 out of our 4. If Misha's on something aggressive and can overcome our mighty Splasher and Dredger, we're in trouble. But it's hard for me to get away from 2-drop into another play. That's just what we needed. We needed another land just in case. Dredger OP, baby! What's going on, Squealer? Alright, there we go. Okay, and now we're in a spot where we can just play another Splasher. And really get out in front, even if they have like a 3-power creature. We just get to keep applying the beats. Why not Dredger first? Because if they play a blocker, I want to be able to attack with the -3/-0. You know what I mean? So they get to block one and not the other. We'll probably just keep the crime land. I don't need the white. Actually, if we draw Ariat, I want to be able to play it the turn we draw it. So they take 2 here. We play the Dredger. And the flats. Like, we don't have any crime payoffs in hand. Let's just get the damage in. Let's get the land in play. Big Froggy beatdown. Two power and 2 toughness. Like in a lot of hands, Squealer, I think I would have, because we would have gotten the treasure on turn 3 as well when we played the Splasher. I agree with you, but we didn't have anything else to play in our hand at that time. So I guess drawing exactly another 2-drop, it would have allowed us to oh no, that didn't even work. Yeah, alright, let's just attack. Would they Paladin, okay. Paladin's going to be an issue, not going to lie. Don't like it. Too many lands, not enough frogs. Yeah. Alright, we got them to 10. They're halfway dead. Oh, wait, they're about to play a Paladin. Uh-oh. We're in trouble, chat. We're in trouble. Attack for 3. Attack for 3. Come on, you know you want to attack for 3. Yes! That helps a lot. Alright, now if we draw a removal spell, we still get to attack for 4. That's not a removal spell, but it may draw into a removal spell, so let's try that. No. The old Razzle Dazzler, and it's, man. Alright, well, we missed out on a trigger, and we probably won't ever have another 2-spell turn for the rest of the game. I think we have just died, chat. I think we're dead. I'm not going to show her the red. I could hold the Razzle Dazzler. I guess I have to hold it. I'm going to hold it. I don't know if that even does it, though, because, like, not only do we have to have it get bigger, we also have to have it be unblockable. Yeah, gotta love drawing it off the draw spell, exactly. Everybody in. No blocks. I probably should have traded the Plunder for the Commando, but what the hell, right? I can find a way to deal 7 damage off the top of the deck, right? Right? God, they get a 7th land, so the Splashers don't even, they don't even make it a 0 power. Lame. Alright. I'm clearly not making a treasure. Alright, GG. Let's draw less lands, I think, next game. But we still need to draw some lands. Clearly, we could have mulliganed that hand, you know, clearly. But we didn't. Opponent's just on big green fat. That's really all we saw. We saw a Commando, 2 Paladins, and a Dance of the Tumbleweeds. They are playing black, so there might be some self-mill kind of stuff going on. But we didn't really see any evidence of that. I mean, honestly, Fleeting Reflection might be pretty good in this matchup. Like, they just have a bunch of big fucking things. This also might be a matchup where we ride down. Yeah, I think we might have to board in ride downs. Board out like some of our little shit that doesn't do much. It's funny, like, it's actually, we don't have much little shit. We could board out the splashers and just try and go bigger into a little bit of a later game. Splashes are pretty bad in this matchup. All right, board out the splashers. And I guess maybe the Drake. Yeah, I don't hate, well, the Drake, yeah, we boarded in 2 more spells, but the Drake doesn't make them cheaper. I'm going to board out the Drake as well. Do we ever need to board in another mountain to make that happen? We boarded out 3 blue cards. I'm going to take a chance and cut 1 island and board in the other mountain as well. Alright, so that puts us up to 4 red sources, 4 white sources. It's not a lot, I'm not going to lie, but it's the best we got. I think if ever there was a ride down matchup, it was this one. It doesn't, I agree, but we can get into a situation where we can... we'll definitely be racing. We'll definitely be racing. Alright, we need a 3rd land for the Gardener. But Gardener unlocks half of our ride down. Okay, we need a 3rd land for the Gardener. They have a Vadmir as well. Interesting. 3rd land is a tap land. Gotta love it. Do we ever sack the Servant for... Actually, honestly, I think we sack the Servant for the red-white tap land. Is that crazy? I'm just concerned they're going to kill the Gardener and we're not going to be able to have this ride down. I also don't want to trade 1 damage for 3 though. If they like untap, kill our Servant, and I guess they can't kill my Servant if I fucking sack it. Servant, yeah, but you got to do what you got to do. You know what I mean? Like, I think I'm going to do it. This is another crime trigger for our Apothecary. It gets us closer to Rope Master, so they can put some counters on Vadmir, but eventually we bounce it and kind of reset the threat. Can't kill me if I'm already dead. So we go ahead and get the crime land going, or we wait a turn. I think we wait a turn. Get the Apothecary into play. No, that doesn't make a ton of sense. Let's just bluffs and play the Gardener, I think. No, we bluffs and play the Apothecary. Ooh. That's a spicy meatball. They wanted to land. They had to put their land on top, chat. I got to put my land into my hand. So how about them apples, huh? All right. I think I'm just gonna Rope Master, bounce this Vladimir, attack for 3 lifelink. Like if they're already bad up for mana, like they probably want to play a 4-drop next turn. They're not going to be able to read the Boil of Vladimir anyways. Tutor and land mirror, baby. All right, play a 4-drop. That would be amazing for us right now. It's okay, puppy. I don't know what it is out there. All right, then murder the apothecary. That's fine. That's not as good for us, but it is what it is. All right, so I think we just play untap land, play gardener, leave up murder, attack for 4. Why would you do that? No, do not do that. God damn it. Now I got to manually tap and they know something's up, but hey, guess what? I might have a murder in my hand. Just throwing that out there. I guess it was wanting to leave up ride down and it couldn't do both. It made a choice. It was the wrong choice. Alright, I am gonna murder that. They go to 12. I attack them for half their life total and hopefully ride. Well, I probably just ride it down. We'll see what we draw. I would like to use our more conditional removal spell. Got another land. I'm gonna not let them know they're actual dead on board to the flats. Get gardened. Damn it. Actually, I might want to save this in case I can double spell off something. Like, let's say I draw, like I have tons of land. I'm just going to wait till my turn. If I draw, like, the fucking what's his nuts, I'd want that. Like, if I draw my Vadmir. Now they have to play 2 creatures because the Gardener is lethal. Unless they have another Paladin. If they have another Paladin, they could still win this game. Yeah, Paladin's real good. Hey, remember how we said Paladin was good? Goddamn. That sucks. So we still have a pretty decent play with this Gigapede now, though, honestly. I'm not playing that goddamn land yet. I don't want them to know. They're going to go to 7. Yep, Vadmir can trade for Gigapede. Secret ping. Secret tunnel. God, come on, man. Not like this. We tutored for a land, goddammit. We tutored for a land. Now, to be fair, we didn't have the other white source when we rode down, so it did help us cast the card, but goddammit. All right, we attack, block. Everything trades off. They go to 5. I'm out of gas. I can't afford to do that. I just can't do that. They've gained 12 life this game, chat. Just so everybody's keeping track at home. Yikes. We was robbed. Yeah, we were. That's so bad. Oh my god. We just lost the game, chat. Well, don't think. Oh my god. Well, it's been one of them games, you know? It's all good. Misha Migo, congratulations, me. And the icing on the cake. GG's. Perfect top deck, just like we drew it up, chat. God, just target me with a land so you can put me out of my misery. Yeah, alright, GG. Whew. I thought the ride down was going to get her, but it didn't get her. Alright, chat. Well, I was already starting to think about what we do for game 3. I thought that hand was lining up perfect, but we die. What a wild final, right? Yo, what's going on, Freak Boy? The beard is getting big. I know. To be fair, I think it's going to get trimmed tomorrow. The wife is out of town this weekend, but when she gets back into town, I think it's going. It's starting to get hot here, and I was sweating the other day. And like today when I was playing volleyball, I was sweating in my beard and getting sand all in my beard. I didn't like it. Misha Migo, congratulations, my friend. Let's go enter results. She got me 2-0, right? I didn't win a game. Yeah, 2-0. All right. We'll chat. And with our first round exit in last week's Night Strix, I think that means we're not going to make the finals, unfortunately. I think we had to win the whole thing tonight. So, unfortunately, no tacos for us this season. We're gonna have to wait for redemption next season. We might still make finals. Okay, Taco says it's still possible. We'll calculate soon. Hell yeah. You did get to see the end, Rooker. 4 points is usually enough. Okay, all right. Well, hey, if we get a shot, we get a shot. I like it. All right, chat. Well, that's going to conclude the evening for the Night Strix League. I'm not going to stay up super late. So we are not going to do a draft. And we're probably not going to play any constructed, but we are going to finish building our theory crafted intimidation campaign Jace deck. Was also surprised to see you playing Magic again. Yeah, Freak Boy. So new set came out. It wasn't nearly as bad as the old set, so I started back. I really didn't like Deep Caverns of Ixalan, but this is actually the second set since then. So I came back and played Murders at Karlov Manor, and then this set's been really fun. I'm not very good at this set. It's been kicking my ass a bit. I did quite well in Murders. But this set has been really hit or miss for me. I either trophy or I go like 0-3. There's no in between. I think I've gone 6-3 once, and then everything else is like either trophy or like 1-3, 2-3, 0-3, something like that. um, so it's been real feast or famine. You almost bought paper boosters for the Fallout stuff. Hell yeah. Wanted that doggo. I hear ya. Alright. So, we are, for everybody who wasn't here when we started this thing in between rounds, we're currently building around Intimidation Campaign and Jace. So, I had this in draft the other day. Obviously, we all know Intimidation Campaign, very, very good draft card. But it really, really played well with Jace. Basically, it's very mana intensive, right? And Jace gets around that. You just go ahead and plot it. Next turn, you crime them, you play it. Or, excuse me, in other order. You play it, then you crime it, you bounce it back to your hand, you plot it again. So you're basically getting all the advantage out of it without having to pay the 3. And I think that's super sweet. So this is kind of what we are looking at right now. This is as far as I've gotten. I kind of just went through and looked for anything 3 or less that targeted. I made it through the blue and black. We haven't made it through the multicolor or the artifacts yet. And after that, we'll kind of fill holes. We'll take some of the dredges out. We'll fill some holes with just, randomly good cards in the colors. But that's what we're going to do for the remainder of the stream. I'll probably do this until, maybe like 2:30. And then we'll probably get out of here. I can't do a super late night tonight. Like I said, the wife's out of town tonight. She's at a camping trip with some girlfriends, and so I do want to make sure that I get the animals settled. The puppy's in here with me, but we're doing the cat sitting thing, so I gotta go make sure our temporary tenant is not tearing shit up. Come on. Okay, actually I can do this better. There we go. Why does it... Oh, it wants me to have white for the path. I'm not convinced I want white in the deck yet. We'll just start here. Lazav is repeatable crime. But like I said, for like crime out of the graveyard, I'd rather have Trespasser in that role. Siphon Insight is interesting. If we're just like full on control, Siphon Insight is obviously not a bad card. It's just, over time it's two crime triggers and 2 cards from the opponent. I actually don't hate that. I only own 1 Siphon Insight. That's crazy. I guess that was from a set. This is the first set I started playing Magic, guys. In case you guys did not know. Well, came back to playing Magic after like a decade of not playing. So I don't have a lot, I guess, for Midnight Hunt, actually. Whale of the Forgotten if we're going like really long. I actually don't hate that. That's kind of, it feels a similar role to Rona's Vortex, right? Like early in the game, it just temporarily removes the permanent, triggers crime. And then later in the game, we actually do get card advantage out of it, like once we get 8 things in the yard. Actually, I think Whale of the Forgotten is pretty good in this deck too. We're finding like, and this is another example of we don't have to play at instant speed, like things that are naturally instants we're going to put in the deck, but like finding sorceries to take advantage of, the fact that we're going to be plotting this some amount of the time. So just a little bit more power for the mana cost because we don't have to play at instant speed. Obviously, this deck's going to run some number of reefs. And like I said, I'm not convinced I want to have white mana in the deck yet. Okay, so let's look at artifacts. I have a feeling we're not going to find too many artifacts that fit what we're trying to do. Yo, Free Boy's gonna lurk. Go play some Dota. Go play some Dota, my friend. Have some fun. Go fuck some shit up. Squealer's gonna go twerk. Fine work, sir. Fine work. Squealer, what were you running tonight? What was your deck of choice this evening? Not convinced we want a Stonebraid. Grixis Ultimatum Crimes. That sounds amazing. Love it. Splash a Gold Vein Hydra. Oh my gosh, that sounds great. But splashing in an ultimatum deck sounds scary as fuck. I have 7 mana, but I have my one basic forest, so I still can't cast this Cruel Ultimatum. Did you only do the splash off deserts or other non-land sources? Or did you have a forest in the deck? Deserts and treasures. There you go. One forest. Oof. That one forest. Squealer's got a big set on him, boys. I don't know if I could have done that. I don't know if I could have done that. I still think, honestly though, like this not being a creature, you know, I don't know. I think Hearse might be decent. This not being a creature, unless I know that it's not going to get removed, I think could be worth a slot. Oh, Hilda's Crown of Winter is interesting. I guess not really. Like, that's just more cute than anything, right? That's probably just cute. I don't think we want that in our deck. Alright, so we were going to go back and look at, I guess we should look at lands. What are their lands target? Otawara is going to be real good, obviously. Probably don't even want to talk Newman in this deck, honestly. Do we get crazy and run deserts? I don't think so, probably. I don't know. I mean, maybe. We only have one Festering Gulch. I've not drafted blue-black in this format yet. It came in huge. The one forest won a few games. Damn. Okay, never mind. Love it. I have not successfully drafted Gulch. I've tried, or green-black in this format. I've tried a couple times. I've been pushed off of it every time. It's just not meant to be. So somebody had actually suggested the net. If Rooker's still around, Rooker suggested the braided net. I don't know. I think braided net probably falls into the same category as the crown. Like braided net, I think is really good in the artifact-based decks that, you know, can craft with this, because it's just kind of like, it's like an engine. It's just everything you want in that deck, but I don't think it's gonna be what we want in this deck. All right, so we have, you know, this is kind of a deck here. We have more lands than we need, so we take out some lands, and we're practically at 60 cards. We could see, you know, what worked and what didn't. Any suggestions from anybody about generically good blue or black cards that we're not running that might not necessarily be like right on theme, you know, but we might want to consider playing anyways. Like, I don't think we need like something like a Memory Deluge or something like that. I think kind of Intimidation Campaign is in that role as like win condition plus card draw engine with the Jace. So I don't think I want like a card draw spell. If we did want a card draw spell, maybe we wanted the maybe we won't want the 5-mana Factor Fiction. Actually, though, maybe we want our card draw spell to be black so we could replay it off Karavek in some worlds. I think the 5-mana card draw spell, the Factor Fiction, targets an opponent. I don't know what it's called, or I would just search for it. There's probably a way more effective way to do this. We're almost there now, chat, so let's see it through. It's a creature, right? No, it makes a token. It's not a creature itself, it makes a token. Intrude on the mind. And, no, it's an opponent. It does not target an opponent. Okay. Never mind. I mean, you know, like, at that point, we would just play Memory Deluge. I don't know if we need... Yeah, Siphon Insight is kind of in that role too, a little bit. I don't know if we need 4 information campaigns. Maybe we really just want 3 information campaigns. We're probably not invoking the winds there. Quad blue is just hard. It's just hard, okay? Do we ever virtue? Just one virtue of knowledge to end the game a little quicker? I don't think so. Don't think so. Hornlock Whale is a way to like trigger a crime early, win the game late. I actually don't hate Hornlock Whale. Put one of those in there as a maybe. As a we're thinking about it kind of situation. If we can't, can we plot, hold on. We can't plot the Lagoon Breach, right? We can't plot the adventure side. How does that work? Because, like, I know it works weird with, like, some things that consider mana values. But there's no way we can plot the Lagoon Breach. That would just be stupid. With Jace? Nah, I'm going to assume we can't. I'm actually going to go try and find that rules interaction online. Oh my god, I think it does work. They're saying it does work. It works! Oh my god, we're a Hornlock Whale deck, chat. That's for damn sure. That seems like a pretty sick interaction, to be honest with you. I'm not mad at that. Alright, so we got a little Hornlock Whale. Maybe we need to search other adventure cards. I'll get through blue, and then we'll search other adventure cards here. Yeah, I think if we have the Hornlock Whales, we just don't need a Hullbreaker Horror. It's just not kind of what we're doing. So it is funny we can actually do that with Virtue as well. Like, maybe we're just playing too cutesy with Jace at that point. Because really the only thing that triggers it is the Intimidation campaign. And we really don't have any activated abilities. I guess we do have triggered abilities that for the Vantress Vision side. No, I think that's probably too cute. Like, seeing these two cards side by side is pretty stupid. It's like these two cards functionally are only different because of rarity. Like, here's what a rare looks like. Here's what a common looks like. It's bullshit. I don't like the design there. Is there a large black card similar to Hornlock Whale that has a cheap adventure cost? Oh, Virtue. Oh, we got to run one Virtue at this point, right? I mean, we probably should be running one Virtue anyways. But yeah, the interaction with Jace is probably pretty sick. And it triggers crime if we take something out of their graveyard. It triggers crime when we do the adventure. Maybe we're just a Virtue deck. Maybe that's the play, chat. Well, now we got way too many cards. Now we got some stuff to consider. But like, I think these add an element to the deck that's pretty good. Early crime enablers and late game win conditions. So this gives us a good starting point. I said I'd go till around 2:30. It's only 2:15. Let's go back and just look at other black cards. We've already looked through the 1s and 2s and 3s. I think if we're going to have like these as win conditions, like, we're also kind of getting away from being an Intimidation campaign deck, to be honest with you. Maybe we're down to 3 Intimidation campaign. You never really want to draw. Definitely don't want to draw more than 2. Yeah, I don't know. All right. Sugar Maw, not really where it's at. Drag to the bottom, not going to be where it's at. Shelly. Don't think we want Shelly. Sad as that sounds. We actually might want a one of Big Shelly. Permanent cards is going to be a no from this. Wait, is this permanent cards or is this any cards? Oh, it's permanent cards. Whales might not be that good. I forgot that Descend had to be permanents. Like, how many permanents do we actually have? I guess the Hornlock Whales and the Virtues help in that regard. They don't go to the graveyard very often, though. Yeah, maybe Whale's not as good as I was thinking. We're just not going to have that many permanents in our deck. We'll see. We'll see. I don't know that we're going to have enough discard to really make Equizotz good. I guess if we're just grinding them out, like with the Intimidation campaign, we just are trying to get them out of resources. And this does eventually, you know, once we run them out of resources, come back and just, you know, is able to win the game. It stabilizes kind of in the mid game. It's possible we want one Equizotz. I don't think Ashiok's what we want. This does not target, and we already have the Path of Perils. I don't know that we might need a full-on sweeper, but I'm gonna try not having it first. And similarly, I don't think I'm going to run a Gix's Command in the first draft here. Each opponent. So this is not target on the front. It doesn't target at all. It is just a very powerful grindy card. I just don't think it fits really with what the deck's trying to do. Honestly, I think the same thing applies to Equizotz. But I'm going to add them just kind of as thoughts for now. I think eventually both of these get cut. Maybe we put these in the board. Nah, I'll keep. These are all thoughts and ideas for now. I'll keep them both here for now. Don't think Desecrate. I just think this card's shit. It's kind of sad too. Like, I really wanted that card to be good. It's just not. Does it work with Prototype as well? Let's see, much less info on this one, so maybe it doesn't work. Looks like one person tweeted about it and nobody answered. Tis unfortunate. I don't know. We'll put it in there as an idea, as a thought. Maybe we'll try it out. Because obviously, like, I mean, at that point, I think honestly we might already be up to 4 Jaces just with the whales and the virtues. Whale's not even really a discount. It's just we are able to keep up other interaction on the turn we play a fast whale. Like, we play a whale on 5. That's only a one turn reprieve. And obviously, we didn't get the adventure at that point. But, like, you know. Then we also have 5 to 6 mana up to interact, counter a spell, kill a creature, make them discard, draw cards, you know, whatever. I think that's a pretty powerful interaction. It is quite possible we want marches. One way to make sure that, like, we can use the cards that we are picking up is just, like, have something that we can cast as a discard as an additional cost or whatever. RFG is an additional cost. It also is additional life gain. I'm going to put it in there as a thought. We probably don't want too many of those. Alright, and then we'll look at the rest of the multicolored cards, and then we'll probably just call it a night. How did it go? Lost in the finals to Mishamigo, Haiku. You and Taz third place match is nutty. Yeah, Taj and my decks were pretty similar. We were able to get there in 3 games, but he milled us out in game 1. It hurt my soul. You're shocked? It was all about the player, Haiku, you know? Sometimes that means a lot. Did everyone just draft trash piles? No way. Go watch the VOD. They were good games. They were all good games. Technically, I think our first round opponent just got kind of unlucky. Nick had a red-green deck that struggled in game 1 to produce a 4 power or greater creature. And then in game 3, they got stuck on a land just a little bit too much. But we curved out that game. Deck did pretty well. Could not beat 4 paladins. We lost to 4 paladins is how we lost game 2 of the finals. They gained 12 life that game. It was painful. It hurt my soul. But it would have been really awesome if we were on the other side of it. So I ain't mad. I ain't even mad. Each opponent discards a card. Damn it. Airtie is a bit interesting as like a way to, you know, deal with something that got into play, like an artifact or an enchantment or something. Yeah, other than that, I think we're pretty good for a first round. Like, if we're already running 8 tap lands, oh, why do I have gulches? That's not the desert that I want. Why isn't a blue-black desert in this pile of cards? That's really weird. I have it on things that I don't own, I think. No, I don't. Okay. So apparently we've never drafted a blue-black desert. Got it. Damn, I hope I didn't miss anything good that I just don't own. So I think I would want to run these as the crime lands, but like it's really hard not to run the surveil lands. But we can't run just all tap lands, you know what I mean? Like, it's possible we just don't run 4 reefs. Like, maybe we run, like, 2 reefs, 2 springs, something like that. Because we never really want multiple reefs, but it does just give us another layer to our deck. Like, honestly, if we're attacking with reef, we're probably not even worried about the targeting. It's more about just having a win condition in our meta base. And I don't know that we need 4 of them. And I honestly don't know if 4 tap lands are worth like possible intimidation campaign triggers. I'm going to guess that they're probably not. I think I'm just going to cut the springs. If we had ways to like bounce our lands and replay them, but I think that's getting a little bit wild and crazy. Do we ever run an archway? I guess we could run archways in deserts and just run, you know, 8 kind of pain lands in a way. I think that's probably shit. We'll put it in the maybe board. Maybe I will have one of each just in the maybe pile for now. I don't think we need caverns. We just don't run enough creatures for caverns. Are we a Hall of Tags in deck? No, we really don't have a lot to do. Is Stin still here? No, Stin I think went to bed. All day tournaments? No, definitely not. I can't do an all day tournament. What tournament is it? Is it the pizza box? What all day tournament's going on? And when is it? Do we ever run a Mirrex? I guess we could afford to probably run 1 Mirrex. Oh, Sten is still here. I thought you went to bed, Sten. You must have just gone for ice cream and pretzels. So I think I am going to move the Shelly and the Aclazotz to the maybe board. I'm going to move the Flesh Gorger to the maybe board too, just because I don't think... I don't think it works the same way as the Adventure does. But I don't know. So we'll put it in the maybe board. We'll have to test it out. I think with the Jace working with the Virtue and the Hornlock Whale, we should have 4. I'm going to go down to 3 Intimidation Campaign. I think I'm going to cut the Hearse. We'll put it in the maybe board. I think I'll keep the Trespasser and the Karavek. Do we want more than 1 Trespasser? We have no way to search it out. If we're going to be interested in that effect, we'll probably... I do got a little ice cream in the freezer, but I can't get the lid open. The 19th. There you go. Caramel flavored milkshake. Hell yeah. So I'm pretty happy with the removal suite of like the Tech Rona's Vortex along with Go for the Throats and the Cut Downs. I like March as a kind of thought. I think I'm just going to cut down on sights or Siphon Insights to just a maybe, and the Whale of the Forgottens just as a maybe. And that's really 12, 24. Oh, so we got to cut some lands, obviously, so that's going to help. So got them in there as maybes. So that's 16, 20, that's 24 lands. We need to cut like 3 cards. Probably want more than 24 lands, but we'd start there. So like the Duress, the March, the Whale, I think are just in the maybe board. I think March a lot less necessary with the Virtue. I think Whale's going to end up not making it, despite the fact that I was really high on it. We just don't run enough permanents for it to really... Like, if we ran the Whales, we would have to... Maybe, actually, the Whale's not bad with the Restless Leaf targeting us. Just milling lands. Lands do count. That's a lot. That's a lot to ask. I think Whale's just probably not good enough. Alright, so this is first draft of the deck. I'm not going to run this tonight. I'm not even going to craft the cards, because I'm hoping that when we do pack opening, we get some of these. But we have it locked and loaded now. I don't think Intimidates is spelled correctly. It is. It's double I. All right, there we go. Yeah, I guess Timid. T-I-M-I-D. Yeah, that's fair. Yo, Sten's got that spot. Hell yeah. So, cards that I know that I like, it's also possible this is just too cute. We're taking up 8 slots in the deck now, based on, like, having Jace just for Intimidation campaign. And it could be that that's just not good enough. You know what I mean? Like, it could be that even Hornlock Whale 1 turn early is just not good enough. Virtue 2 turns early isn't good enough. We'll see. Actually, I think I like Jace's re-election campaign better. It doesn't fit on the thing, though. Oh, well, whatever. I don't know what it says. So, chat, I told you I'd be on till 2:30. You got 4 bonus minutes out of me. Congratulations. Unfortunately, I'm not going to raid anybody tonight because it's already pretty late in the evening. So, thank you guys for hanging out tonight. Papa Taco, if you're still around, thank you as always for putting on the Night Strix League. Squealer, thanks for stopping by after your game, or after, well, I guess you were still going. If you're still going on with Taj Jordan, good luck to you, my friend. And everybody else who came by, Stin, Haiku, Colossus, Freak Boy was here earlier, hadn't been here in a while. Thank you for everybody who came by. I appreciate you all. For everybody lurking in the background there, I see you guys chilling in the viewer numbers. So whoever you are, thank you for hanging out as well tonight. We will see everybody tomorrow. And we'll do it all over again, my friends. See you then. Have a good night.